Today is a continuation of the last camera episode because I didn't finish some features on that video and I wanted to add something more. Off camera, I added free camera, but right now it doesn't work as I intended. As you can see, the character is moving and the free camera is also moving. First, we are going to fix that. And so, ChatGPT came up with this some way to disable player controls and use the camera by itself. Give me a second while I implement those and we'll go back to fixing the static camera and the killer cam. Okay, I couldn't find a good way to disable free cam controls and I made it so that right now you can only switch between follow cam and the static camera when you're alive. So this is the static camera and this is follow cam and no more free cam. As you can see, I'm still moving, but camera stays static and follow cam focuses on the forward direction according to our actor. So it looks better. And when you die, uh, there is no other cameras. Now I can go to free camera and keep going. And if you are on follow camera, it should lock onto your killer because we wanted to have a killer chain, but right now it doesn't work. So as you can see here, when I press, this is follow mode. It should be following this yellow square guy, but it doesn't. And free camera, I can move pressing WASD, and static is static, as you know. Right now, we are going to fix static and follow cams too. So, this is the change we need to do the follow cam first because I want follow cam to lock on to targets when I'm only simulating fights. I don't always play with a player, play as a player. Sometimes I go like this, as you might know, and let the simulation play out. Since right now camera has no player detected, I can use free cam, but I want to use follow cam in this simulation mode as well. So we are going to change this. Give me just one more second and I'll be right back with you to fix static camera as well. Okay, let's see if that worked. Yes, it seems it's locked onto the... Hmm. Did ChatGPT add the killer chain right now? Pick random actor. No, it seems there's no killer chain because for that we need to modify actor GD2. So I'm guessing they were just focusing randomly. I think we are following the blue circle right now. And yeah, no more focuses. Then what did happen last time? Why did it keep focusing on others? Hmm. I don't know what happened. It still doesn't seem to work as intended, which is expected. So now um, we are going to fix the killer chain. So it starts tracking where we killed the last guy we were following with the follow cam or tracking. Um, so, which reminds me, our camera modes actually are solid for now. We just only need to fix some tiny kinks in the system. Just please give me one more second and we'll check the results afterwards. Okay, now we fixed everything, I believe. Let's hope everything works. So let's go to preview mode and let's, yes. Now something else threw errors. Okay, let's see what ChatGPT thinks about this one. Okay, yeah, tiny brain fart moment. As you might know, I'm still learning how to code and design systems in a game engine like Godot. So I made a tiny mistake and added this game camera root node to the global group of cameras. And this one is the actually camera node, and I should have added this one. So what happened was our code is searching for the first node in the group cameras or camera. So it picked this node 2D, which is not a camera and cannot act as like a camera. So I just removed that from the camera group and GPT says that this should work. So let's test this killer chain once and for all. Nope, didn't work again. Um, Still something is very wrong here. Hmm. Doesn't show me what the error was. Hmm. Yes, now it's kind of working. Then what was that last error? Okay, now if I've seen that correctly, it jumps between actors even if we're not dead. Hmm, that's a problem. Okay, let's test it next time. Okay. See. Now I'm not the focus. This is not what we want. So, I'm going to fix this off camera, but at least we fixed the brain fart issue, and now camera switches targets reliably, but we produced some undesired result. So, we can go to static camera right now, but I'm tempted to fix that off camera as well. Okay, now that says mm, ChatGPT claims that this should fix it. Yeah, that's actually with no violent killer. This one is a good safe fallback because I plan to have traps in the arenas. So, if any of the actors die without a valid killer for the camera to track, then they become mm, then the camera switches to a random alive actor, which makes perfect sense. Okay, yes, this guy killed me, and now we are following the yellow circle guy. Hopefully, red kills him. Yes, we focused on the yellow triangle because it killed him. Okay, now killer chain works. We know that. Now I want to fix static camera. At least make it so that it locks on to the center of the arena. Because as you might have noticed, I made the camera angles and screen bigger, which made me realize that my arenas are too small. That's why I want the static camera in the middle. And maybe later we will clamp it to the edges of the arenas. Because I don't want to see outside of the edges too much. Right now, if I stand like this, I'm missing all the action. Well, now the action comes to me because everybody is gone. But you know what I mean. So I'm going to ask you for one more time to give me a second while I quickly make this static camera work. Okay, now everything works, which was a slight timing issue with Godot, and we were able to fix it. Now we have a follow camera and a static camera as we already had. I always wanted the static camera to see all of the arena. Later on, for smaller arenas, I'm going to make the static cam zoom in a lot more so the edges of the arena lines up with the edges of the screen, which makes perfect sense for me. I don't know what anyone else would think, but if you have any suggestions, please let me know. Um, since this took a lot of time for now, I'm going to make the edge clamping off camera. This is it for today. Thank you for watching. Take care.